Hey, look, I know there's a lot of information out there about SEO and how to do some of the stuff yourself. But in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what is the very first thing that I do when I take on an account personally and I help somebody to start to launch their SEO campaign. I'm going to share with you guys the exact first step that I take, where I get this done, and where you can do it for yourselves too. Just check it out. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again, Do It Yourself SEO, where I help home service business owners and contractors to build out their own websites, do their own SEO, and get their business found online. And in this video, I want to basically talk about what's the very first thing that I do when I take on personally an SEO client to help them rank their website and their Google Business profile towards the top of the search results. Well, the very first thing that I do is something called a press release. Now, this is something that I learned several years ago when I got made my start with all of this SEO stuff. You could check out one of the videos I made recently. Kind of stumbled upon this stuff on accident, but then later on, I started to implement all this SEO stuff I was learning to, contractors, home service business owners. And I took on courses and training that taught me the rank and rent model, how to rank websites for specific niches and stuff, make basically fake websites, fake businesses online, create these lead generating websites and rank these stuff online. Well, as I progressed and I started to do this instead for the home business owner themselves, I took other trainings and other courses to learn more about this SEO. All this stuff is out here online now more than ever before. So back then it was like, it was at a premium to get some of this information. So I did. But one of the very first things I taught from a pretty good course and I implemented many times and it worked very well was to create a press release. If you create a press release, that's something like big companies often do, it's like movies and just big companies when like let's say a pharmaceutical company's got a new medicine, they go out and they do press release and just basically just starts to spread the word. So if you go online with your local business, you could do the exact same thing. And what this does is basically, I always, when I talk to business owners, I always tell them it's like having a still pond, like say at a park, and you throw a giant boulder into the water, boom, you create that splash, you start creating those ripples, and you're basically letting Google know that you mean business, that you are in business, and you'll get an article printed out of whatever your announcement might be for your local business, and all these online publications, news outlets, and things like that, and it gets spread out with your Google business listed embedded into the listing, as well as links pointing back to your website. But before you do any of this press release, the very first thing I do is usually I do this SEO for people I've built their websites for. So when I build the websites for them, they follow it, structure it perfectly. So everything's just set up to begin with. You have to have that great foundation before you do this press release. Just like a roofer who's re-roofing a roof, he's got to make sure the OSB board underneath the old roof is going to be okay. You're going to put in new felt, your 15, 30-pound felt. You got to make sure your drip metal's set up correctly. All the flashings around the chimneys and all that stuff's got to be set up before you lay a really good roof. If you lay even the best roof on top of basically a shitty foundation, you're going to have a horrible roof. Same with concrete. You got to make sure your forms are set up right. You got to have the right sand, the rebar. Make sure the sand's moisturized before you pour the concrete, or else it doesn't suck the moisture out of the concrete. All that stuff, all the foundation for all these types of building stuff, asphalt, concrete. You got to have that solid foundation. So the same thing holds true with a website. You got to have that rock solid foundation before you start implementing all this SEO stuff on top of it. So, like I always talk in all my videos, you got to make sure you have the title tags, meta descriptions, H1s, H2s, H3s, and the descriptions and all of the content on the website all dialed in before you do this press release. So what do these press releases actually look like? So the whole concept of it is that you go out there and write a 400, 500, 600 word article about some announcement you're making about your business. It could be that you just launched a new website. It could be that you just want to make an announcement how you were a dumpster rental company, now you're offering junk removal. It could be just whatever you can think of that might be newsworthy. You write this article and you send it out to all these news agencies. And what this does is just creates, like I said, it makes that splash, an initial splash before we start any other SEO. And what it does is starts to create noise online and creates backlinks pointing back to your website. So let me show you guys just a quick example of one I did not too long ago for a couple of guys I'm helping out with their SEO. So dumpster rental in Grand Rapids area, part of full service junk removal option. So we had an article written right here. You'll see it on this, and some of these news outlets are just some cheesy outlets. It really doesn't matter because after about 3, 4, 5, 6 months, all these articles and all these links, they kind of get de-indexed from Google. They're no longer online, but it doesn't matter. That's not what we're looking for. So we're just trying to make some noise online to get things going. So you'll see it's got filled with keywords like dumpster rental, junk removal, right? A link to their website. Their business profile goes right to their business profile. Just like you see here, it goes right to their business profile. Let's go back. You got some links that go straight to their website, their junk removal page. See that? So we're creating backlinks that are not going to last, but they're backlinks nonetheless. And they don't have much, like, how do you say, authority or like humph, power online to get things going. But it's still, we're making that noise to begin with. And so here's another one right here. It's basically the same article spread out a bunch of different news outlets. So this might seem a little bit complicated. How in the hell are you supposed to do something like this, right? Where do you write the article? Where do you do all this stuff? I'm going to show you exactly where to do this. You could do this for yourself. It's around 100 to 150 bucks, 200 bucks. It's super easy to do. And like I said, I do it every single time. It's just the first step that I take with this whole SEO. I'm going to show you one of my favorite places to get this done. And so you guys can do it for yourself. So over the years, I've tried different places where you can get these SEO, what do you call them, press releases done online. And one of the best ones that I've used all the time now for a couple years is just go to legit.com, and you type in press release. And there should be one that shows up that I use all the time. This guy right here, boost your website and Google Business Profile rankings today, press release for SEO and GMB boost. He has 3 different options. He's got one that's like almost $1,000. I've never done it. Another one for like 7. I've never done it. I've never felt the need to do it. Maybe one of these days in a like unbelievably brutal competitive market, I might try it. But what's the part? I just do the basic, $99. So what he does here is he does everything for you. So you just go to here, add to cart, and they'll write the whole article for you. See, English native writer. They charge more for that. Or like I said, if you write your own article, you can send it in for them. But just go in here, have them write it for you. You want it done fast, another 20 bucks. I've never seen this option, must be new. But just the basics right here, you can see 164. When I first started this, it used to be like, 79 bucks, but obviously the cost of everything has gone up. So I'm sure it's just going to keep going up. Everybody's prices go up for everything. But there you go. You go to checkout. I'm going to show you right now and just pay for everything. And he just kind of walks you through the steps. He asks you what your business name is, your business address, a link to your Google Business profile, a link to your website, what you want the article to be written about. Do you want to mention your name in the article? Basically walks you through that whole process. And then you hit confirm and pay. And like 2 weeks later, you get your press release. It gets sent out online. It gets spread out all over the place. And it just gets the ball moving. It gets things going for your business. It helps with your Google Business profile post. It also helps with your websites to start ranking it. You can't expect this to do everything, basically. Like I said, it's just it's just a starting point for everything. The next step, I'll talk in another video of what you should be doing, followed by the next step. And of course, mostly all SEO is not super complicated. It's just adding content, getting backlinks, adding content, getting backlinks. Not that's like an alarming rate, but just a steady, natural flow of content and decent backlinks. So that's the very, very first step that I take when it comes to SEO. Well, the very next step that I usually take after this is start to create the Google Business Listing citations to also start building that credibility, starts building all that messaging online. And I have a video that basically describes where I get these local listing citations. You can check out this video right here. But this is all I want to share with you guys. The very first step that I take when I take on an SEO client. That's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.